A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Assalamu alaikum. I welcome you all to this part 3 of the series that we have been showing and about an astonishing new discovery about the Arabic language. In this video we will be looking at the systematic development going through all the letters of the Arabic language from alif, ba, ta, sa, like this. You can see in here I have shown this word a plant, or nabatun, which means a plant. In this word the noon means a hole. The noon means a hole, and ba means in the ground. Ba means in the ground, and the alif after the ba indicates that something is coming out through the ground, and ta is for a fixed time. So basically what nabatun is showing is that a plant is something which comes through a hole in the ground. As you know, my theory that the divine language is called Lisan Arabian, and in this language every letter has independent meaning based on their shapes, and these letters draw a picture of the meaning, as I have just shown you for the nabat, or a plant. Now let's go a little bit systematically. We start with alif. Now alif is the first letter of the divine language, which obviously mean one, because it's like look like one, right? Look like one. And one in Arabic is called aahadun, or ahad. You can see the ahad is starts with alif, right? Starts with alif with the hamza. Now this is the hamza, the small sign hamza, and the alif actually is just without the hamza. So alif could mean one, as in like a one person, say, or it could just mean one, right? And the way it draws the picture of this one is that you see here in the ahad, you can see the alif is this edge of the angle that is created by something solid. So ha is looking like an angle. You see, it looks like an angle, and dal is something solid. So ha is looking like an angle which meets at an alif-like edge. Interestingly, haaddun means something sharp. You can see the ha look like an angle again, the ha like angle of something which meets an alif-like edge, right? Alif-like edge of something solid. It has to be something solid. Obviously it cannot be something like liquid or gas for this to be a sharp edge. It has to be something solid. Now the alif means a person who is inactive, and the hamza makes it active, and this meaning you will encounter. So let me begin with this meaning. So see, it's look like the alif needs a hamza, or something like a food or a fuel. So see, to eat means aakala, right? Aakala. So you eat something and then you become active, and which we can see in this word bada, which means to seem or to appear. So this is from the root ba dal wa, and bada means just seem, to appear, right? And in the past tense or the perfect tense, it is bada and alif, bada, and in the imperfect tense or the present tense is the abdu, right? Seems. So see, we know that the wow would mean something absent, right? So see here, it just seems like, or alif is like an embryo or something which has not really become an adult or a full-grown thing. So it seems like it's appearing, right? Bada. And ba, we know, something not yet appeared, because you can see the ba is like some ba dot is below, right? So something below the horizon, something which has not appeared yet. Ba, and dal is some in origin or a start, right? But it's like inactive still. It's not completely appear yet. in contrast to this, bada'a means to begin something. So same, ba would mean something not yet appear, and dal would mean an origin. And now with the hamza, it would mean a reason, a start. And you see, it makes perfect sense that alif with the hamza would mean a start, because it's the beginning, right? First, the first or the beginning. So bada'a and yabda'u means to begin something. Abadan means forever, abadan. And here you can see alif obviously means a person or a reason, which is without an end. So ba is without, right? You have already seen that B means with, like Bismillah, with the name of Allah. And ba means without, because the dot is below, right? And dal is the end, right? So a person alive or a reason which is without end is living forever. Now this ba, you can see the ba, it contains the boat shape, or this container like shape, which is shared by actually 4 letters. I show 3 here because of the similarity in their pronunciation and the meaning. So ba, ta, sa, these 3 letters make a group, and this boat shape or the fixed shape, I call it a fixed shape because the meaning is something fixed, and which can be seen in this word sabata, and yazbutu means to be fixed, and sabitun means something fixed. And you can see that in sabata, the sa, ba and ta, these 3 letters are there, all have the fixed shape. So you can immediately understand that this would mean something fixed, right? All of them. And notice that ba has 1 dot, ta has 2 dots, and sa has 3 dots. This has significance. So these dots change the meaning. And we already know some of this meaning, what they are, and we'll go into more detail now. So as I have said, the fixed shape is present in 4 letters, ba, ta, sa and fa. And these 3 make a group, the ba, ta and sa, and fa is a little bit different because it has the object shape. The object shape, remember? So it would mean an object at a fixed distance. So see, it looks like this bar looks like a fixed distance, right? A distance, and it can mean an amount of something, an amount of, say, length. It can mean an amount of time, especially with the ta as 2 dots. So the ta could mean a beginning and an end of something, right? And an amount of time it can mean. So ba with the dot below would mean something fixed, but with a little bit of depth down below, like say basharatun, which means skin, or land, barrun. So something a little bit depth down below, barrun and basharatun. Both has some similarity, see, structure wise. Ta with the 2 dots above, we have already seen that it can mean like 2 eyes, but it can also mean 2 persons interacting. So see, 2 persons, 1 person, 2 person interacting in a field, in a bound field for a fixed time. So such as it can be seen in symbiosis, takaful. Symbiosis means an interaction of 2 things where both parties benefit from each other. So that is expressed in this word called takaful, or say cooperation, tawa'un. Ta'awun means to cooperate, and you can see that both cases, takaful and ta'awun, it is related to an interaction between 2 people. Sa means 3, obviously salasatun. Salasatun means 3 because of the 3 dots, right? 3 dots, and these 3 dots can mean a result. You can think of these 3 dots as, this is the father and mother, and this is a result or a child. So a third one. So this also means something heavy because it has 3 dots. So it can mean something heavy, and it can mean a fruit or a result, samaratun, a fruit, or which is in the sense of a result. See, the fruit in the sense of the fruit that we eat is fakihatun, which is a different word, and which I will explain in some other later videos. The fa has the object shape, so it is related to an object at a fixed distance or a target. It's this meaning of fa is related to the mouth, which is famun, and its properties, the properties of the mouth, such as to open the mouth, fataha, right, or to separate, faraka, as the two lips separate when you open the mouth. Interestingly, the letter kaf also has a fixed shape when it is the last letter of the word, which I'll discuss later on. Now, you see, in the beginning I told you about nabatun, the plant, right? So see, noon would mean a hole, and ba is the barrun, or the land, from which this alif or a reason comes out, right? A reason comes out for a fixed period of time. Interesting definition, isn't it? Plant is defined as something which comes through the land for some time, and this ta has many other meanings. For example, it means oxygen, fixed oxygen, which I will discuss in a later video. For this, it's enough for you to understand that this is fixed time. And notice the whole means nagbun, so which starts with nun, and ground means barrun, which starts with ba, and the ta, which you see in full shape when it is the last letter. So waqtun means a fixed time, and it makes sense that this ta would mean a fixed time, for a fixed time. So see, these two fixed thing, as I said, ba and ta, they are fixed shape, right? And this is why the plants cannot move. They are supposed to be staying in one place on the land. Okay, now let's see. Basharatun means skin, and basharun means a human. See, and sha'run means hair. All these three letters, these three words are related. You can see that in basharatun, covering, b would mean a covering, and sheen means to spread. Sheen has a general meaning of something spread, such as the skin, or say the sun, shamsun, or the trees, shajaratun, like this. And ra looks like hair. Hair look like ra. So skin is defined as a covering for the bee, and spread. So bee is a covering, a spread, which is connected with some ra like hair, and two layers are bound. These two layers are the dermis and epidermis. This letter is called ta marbuta. You can think this of as this ta is bound. You bring these two ends of the ta together, and they are bound. See, so bound. So the skin is bound in two layers. This is what the meaning is in here. Ta marbuta I will discuss later on in some other video. Okay, and basharun means a human, and you see how this defines a human is that ba is with, right? So ba means without. So without, sha'run means sheen is spread here, so visible here. The sheen is something visible. You see the sun, trees, and something on the outside, so which is visible. So without visible hair is human. So human is, biologically speaking, humans are defined as the absence of body hairs. Compared to other mammals or the apes, humans do not have body hair. So this is a biological definition of the human, basharun. And sha'run is here. This is also very easy to understand. Sha'a means to be spread. See the meaning of sheen, to spread, is related to this sheen, right? And starts with this first letter. Sha'a means to spread, and so sha'a alar ra'sun means head. So see, the definition of hair is given in this letter, in these letters, that it is the spread, and sha'a ala means on, the ra'sun means head. Okay, so sha'a ala ra'sun is definition of hair. Interesting, isn't it? Okay, so we know that alif means a person. This is because obviously the alif look like the male sex organ, whereas the noon means a female because they are characterized by a hole. We know that noon has meaning of a hole, nagbun, and the body curves. See, the lower part of the noon has this is the hole, right? This is the dot represents the hole, and this part represents the body curves, the curvature of the female body. And this is why noon is described as like a female. Noon can also mean a group. See, nahnu, we, right? Nahnu means we, so noon can also mean a group. Now, so alif means a man and noon means a woman. So alif noon together, an, it would mean a family. That is a basic group of two. And this theme you will see in many words. Especially when it comes at the end. For example, ani means two in Arabic. For example, kitabani would means two books. And notice that Arabic, unlike English, grammatically has three numbers: the singular, dual, and plural, which incidentally matches with the three-letter root system and the three-dot system. So there is a preponderance of the meaning in this number 3 with the divine language. I will explain this to you in a later video, inshallah. Now let's look at this word ana, which means I. So you can easily understand that alif and noon means a group, and this alif in the end is showing a person who belongs to a certain group as an identity, and which is the definition of the letter I. The meaning of the word I, ana, means I. And we already know that ta would mean a second person because of the two dots whom you can see. If you could not be seen, then it would be ya, right? So see, anta means a person belonging to a group whom you can see with the two eyes. That is a second person. Anta means you in the singular sense, right? And anti means you, but in the feminine meaning, anti, right? And the reason, you see, the kasra, their kasra means a male, whereas the kasra means a female, and the fatha means a male. This is because the height of the female on the average is lower than the men. So it makes sense that for men, the fatha would be used and the kasra would be used for the female. Now, mim means a man. So noon we know means a woman, and mim would mean a man. And if the mim is present in third or fourth position, that it would mean many men, because Arabic has three numbers. Remember, singular, dual, and plural. Now, interestingly, you see, Arabic has this dual, right? Dual, which is the extra. So see, again, 1, 2, 3, right? So anything in the third position would have a meaning of many. So it makes sense that antum would mean you, but in the plural sense, you all, in the sense of you all, right? And similarly, antunna would mean many female, right? Antunna would mean many females. So you can see here noon has plural feminine meaning. The letter sa has a meaning of a fruit in the sense of a result. I've told you this before. Just think of the dots, two dots on the sides, one dot from the mother, father, and the third dot is the result or the child, right? Unsa. Now, unsa, how it makes a female? Unsa means a female, unsa. So here the alif with hamza means a man, we know this, and the dhamma means is worked upon. So if something is acted upon by a male, the noon, the female, producing a child or a result, and delivers. This last letter is called the alif maksura, and it doesn't take any of the tashkil. This fatha, dhamma, kasra, sukun, all these are called tashkil, and it doesn't take any of them, and so it is empty. It is empty, and so see this, it empties or it delivers the baby. So it makes sense for the unsa to say that it's it is a female is somebody who is worked upon by male and producing a result which it delivers. In vain means abasan. Abasan means in vain, and you can see ain can mean amalun or a work. Amal means work, a work, and ba we know without result. The sa is result, samaratun, right? So a work without result, see, which is in vain, makes perfect sense, right? Divine language is simply astonishing. How fast you can learn this is also astonishing. So remember, the reason for the divine language drawing picture of object is that all objects or concepts were created according to the shape of these divine letters. And for more information, please see my book, The Astonishing Language of the Creator, available from Google Books. And please try to see the meaning in all these letters, where I have removed all the tashkil and the other markings for you to have a visual understanding of this. Thank you very much for watching this video. Inshallah, I'll be coming with more videos in the future. Until then, Allah Hafiz.